Texas, all the way up that central north area, right through the water treatment, Hacienda del Patron, Graveyard, La Petita, to the east of Las Leon and south of Puerto Paricio. So there you go. There are your flight paths. Hope you guys had some time to get over to the XO Esports and post your screenshot of your like and subscribe. I want to see your name on the wheel of names. Maybe I can call you out for winning some free UC, sponsored by XO Esports and Crucial. Thank you, Crucial. Alright, so La Cabrera is looking kind of hot. We have X-Force headed over there, Dreamers Esports, and the Vikings. They are all headed over towards that La Cabrera area. I see Team Control Star Forever. He is already headed down towards the northern side of San Martin. It looks like Team Control Star doing a pretty wide split from water treatment down to the northern side of San Martin. Dauntless headed over towards El Pozo area. We have two teams going to Picado. We've got the Sinners and Poison Esports. And down at that southern area, we do have the Digital Age, the four Rogue Men. We've got Third Eye, Golden Fire on that northern side of Las Leon. We got a couple players on top of each other. We've got Maiden Nepal right on top of almost their Zoom. So let's get back into this. Let's go in and check in on X-Force. Let's see what's happening right up here with Freepoint. Freepoint is stuck right between, you can see we've got the Vikings up on that hill to the side. And we do, sorry, to the south, and then we've got Dreamers Esports up towards that northern side of the street. The street separating X-Force from Dreamers, but we do have all of the Vikings right up there, especially number one. Let's see what number one is doing. It is automatic, and he is in that corner compound. So let's see. Ooh, 24K coming up and through. He's got two of them. He's also got blah blah from the Vikings. Blah blah. So blah blah may be able to see 919191, which is the Mr. 24K GOAT himself. The GOAT. Alright, let's check out the rest of the map while these guys are getting in their positions. You can see that Team Control Star, they do have quite the split going on, but they're pretty clear, Texas. They're doing just fine. We do have the Villains that looks like two of them up in... Oh, no. I was so afraid of that. I was so afraid of that. No. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. No, no. Poison and Sinners are now getting into that fight down in Picado. So let's get down to Picado and find out what's happening between the Sinners. It looks like 4W, the one that we... Oh, he just poofed on us. And now the Sinners are down to just... Bluxer. I'm not sure how to say his name, guys, but he does have Candy Joe straight across from him. Let's check in on Poison, see who's doing all this damage. It looks like two of them from Tupac and one from Candy Joe himself, and now they're gonna beep right under him. I'm just gonna drive right up and beat my horn. Oh, he saw Tupac, but he's staying quiet, guys. I'm sure they know where he is because they're driving right under him, but it looks like the Dreamers left La Cabrera. The Dreamers may end up wrapping right around and finding Dauntless. So we might have to watch for the fight between Dauntless and the Dreamers Esports. Oh, he hears Candy Joe on that outside. Oh, what a pinch. What a pinch. Alright, guys. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can really see where your teams are now. And let me check to see where we want to go peek in. If you guys want to check in on somebody, just let me know in the chat who you want to check in on. It looks like the Digital Age taking over that whole southwest quadrant, so they're doing just fine. So let's see. I still feel like the Dreamers are gonna end up on Dauntless. I feel that's what I feel is gonna happen. I feel like Blah Blah may find Team Control Star. Let's get over to Star because I do see not only X-Force headed that way, but the Vikings as well. Balak may see Star. I thought I clicked on him. Let's see. Oh, I clicked on Forever. Forever's the one that's driving right up and in. Look at this. Right in between X-Force on the one side and the Vikings on the other. And here is Forever in the shack. You can see him on the mini map. You can see X-Force was right there and the Vikings are right there. So they are close enough to show up on his map. Texas, hold your breath because it could get kind of sweaty in here. So let's go. Let's see what's going on. It does look like X-Force is headed on down. I still see Dreamers coming into El Pozo. And I think Forever's going to end up right in the lap of the Vikings. He is driving straight at the Vikings. Oh, I bet he heard that. Oh my gosh, it's not even up there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was too busy watching. Alright, let's go. Hello everyone, happy Sunday night. We are with XO Esports, the Conquest League, $1,300 Conquest League. And we are on our final day of elimination stage. This is D versus F group. So let's get through these slots. In slot 3, Rival 6, Shu Young into Sleepy One. Slot 4 are the Wolves Esports with the Coops. It is the one and only Coops. Wancho Doran. We'll see who's the last one to come on in tonight. Slot 5, Heavens Esports. Hello, Cat God for the win. Slot 6, Balas Esports. Slot 7, Dark Esports. Jay Parande, my friends. Hello. Good luck. Slot 8, 4, Kings Region Esports. We got the Vaca. We got the Ranchu. Let's go. Oh, what does that say? I have no idea what that says. We're going to call him 8 Hertz, though. Slot 9, Nucleotide Esports. Slot 10, Rich Esports. Slot 11 are the Inco Gaming going to Brazil along with the Wolves up here in slot 4 are NA Brazil teams. Alright, let's see. Where did I leave off? Slot 12. We had the 4 Sexy Frogs. Mwah! You guys know I had to do it. Slot 13 are the Latin Kings NA. 14 Just Rushers. 15 Legacy in Control. Quantrol? I'm not exactly sure. 16 New Era. 17 are the Fireflies. And 18 are the XO Elite. So there you have it. Our final 2 groups for the elimination stage. And shout out to XO Esports for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. All you have to do is take a screenshot of your like and subscribe, get it over to the XO Esports, go down to the giveaway channel, giveaway green channel, I believe. Just put your screenshot there and your name will be on the wheel of names tonight. So there is that. Also, I want to remind you guys, I am having serious PC issues. We have everything dialed down to the barest of minimums. So hopefully we can limp through tonight and we can take it into the ICU tomorrow. It needs life support. So bear with me. If the screen goes black and I'm suddenly offline, I'll get right back online if it lets me, and we will continue to roll. So knock on wood, we can make it through these beautiful teams. Oh, the sexy fights and the sexy frogs. And let's not forget sexy frogs. Missing my sexy frog soy sauce. Yeah, I haven't forgotten that name yet, guys. No, it's not gonna be forgotten for a while. Oh, so I think I got through all the introductions. I'm still waiting to see who joins here with Baton, Doran, Coops, and we just missed. We had another one there, didn't we? See, my brain is not working. My anxiety on overdrive, as you already know. Oh, Wancho. I swear I saw Wancho. My magic pointer. Suddenly, there's the Wancho. Ta-da! You guys didn't know I was magic. I'm a witch. Ooh, there we go. Come on, Rich Esports, not a duo. Don't forget, these are the last 4 matches of Group D and F, and the EXO Esports elimination stage, the top 36 teams in points. So every point matters. Did I put on? No, it is. All right. Let me go ahead and get that iPad up for you guys. There we go. Ghosty! Hello, Ghosty. Ghosty. All right, so this time, let's go with, you guys all know I love my Geo money. Hello, Geo. But let us give Coops, we'll give Coops some screen time love. It's been a few years since I've been able to really give him some screen time love. His Middle East adventures. All right, here we go. Match 1, Erangel. We're coming up from the south side of military base, the central, right over the docks, going across the military base, going across the river to the farm, shelter, mansion area to the east, or Yasnaya, right along the top lip of the Bass Mouth, just south of Kameshki. So there is your flight path. Let's what kind of face is that, Ghosty? Alright, let's see. We do have, let's see, Rival 6 and the Four Kings Region Esports and Heaven Esports as well. They are all headed over to the military base. Let me get over to Giovanni Shu Young. Let's get them on the screen. And we'll watch the military base. They do have 2 other teams right on top of them. Let me see where they... Oh, no, they're going. They're continuing on. But I see Rich Esports is jumping over with the Latin Kings. We've got a lot of teams right on top of each other. The Four Kings Region Esports are still right there with Heaven, too. So I'm not sure. I think Heaven is headed towards Ferry Pier, and Four Kings seem to be moving over to the east a bit. But now we got some chaos going on over here with the Wolves. So let's check in on the Wolves over here as they drop right here with New Era. We're right here on Wancho now. Wancho trying to get up over here to Patone. And, oh, Patone with the knife. With the knife, Patone. There you go. First and foremost. Alright, so let's see. Yes, Naya looks a little busy as well. We have the Fireflies, we have Dark Esports, and Ankle Gaming all there. What is going on with Coops? It does not look like Coops is in the match at the moment, so he's just kind of floating along. He's going to be sitting over there just to the south of Just Rushers and Dark Esports. Calicar, can you see that floater? Calicar with his plunger. You guys know I love that plunger. Alright, so we do have a fight going off. Let me see where Where? Legacy in control. Control. I'm not sure. Oh, right over here with the XO Esports. And XO Esports are down to just a duo now. And Tiger has all three of them right here in the barn with him. So Tiger getting ready to throw some smokes, trying to keep him from coming up. But Tiger does have the DBS in hand and a full house down below on the first floor. So let's see what's going to happen with Tiger. Tiger's thinking about getting... Oh, look at that! Baby Koi! Baby Koi with the first knock onto Liquid. Or not Liquid, I'm sorry. Legacy in control. So we did get... And it looks like Chahal is trying to get return the fire. So let's see who else is still down there. We do have Sammy straight downstairs and Sandu. Sandu now trying to figure out where Baby Koi. Oh, Baby Koi. Got that headshot. Look at that. Look at that helmet. Very, very red. And Poopsie's still there. I'm not sure if he's going to be back into this match or not. But right now, looks like Ranchu is getting awfully close to the sleepy one down in the military base. And it looks like Rich Esports getting close to that. Oh, Sandu. Alright, so now we still have Sammy over here. Let me switch over to Sammy. Sammy's still trying to keep them from coming on down. Dark Esports in a fight with Brunosen. Oh no, the goat. Naomi, I see you over there. And there goes Tiger. So now I think XO Elites are just down to Baby Koi. Baby Koi is the sole survivor over here. And I think that is it for Baby Koi. Now let's go over to Dark Esports. They're right over here with Inko Gaming. And it looks like we are down to just McGrellin. McGrellin, oh, with all of Dark Esports pushing up onto him. I did see that Naomi got one of the knocks, so we'll stay here for just a minute, see what McGrellin can do against all of this. Ranchu's going to be in big trouble over here. I'm not sure what's going on with Ranchu. And all of the rival 6 coming right up and in onto him. So McGrellin's throwing that nade, hoping for the best. But Dark Esports. Oh, Naomi, the goat. He's got 3 of those eliminations. Gee, Naomi. Alright, so guys, I don't have any of the skins on here just so that we can limp along. So they are kind of naked. Get over to Ranchu now. So, oh, right when I got to you, Ranchu, I'm so sorry. Let me slide that back on over. I'm going to put the iPad back up so you guys can get an idea where your teams are rotating. It does look like it's going to be a military base, but there's still a chance it can shift to the north. We do have the Just Rushers all the way up in Kameshki. They're going to need to come on down. Dark Esports needs to come on down. But those are really the only 2 teams that are outside of zone at this point. Rich Esports, Deku now in a little bit of a pinch. He does have that full team right in front of him. The Fireflies, you could see Matrix going up the coastline right there, right when we clicked over. No way he let him knife him when he had a scar. Right? But it was Baton. Baton can move. He's got the moves. Alright, so now Deku watching as they come down and along. Is he going to try for... Oh, look at that. Right down below him. Oh, Logic, you stopped right in front of Deku. But now Deku's position has been given away. And we only have a duo for Rich Esports. Oh, and he's going to jump on down and Matrix. He has the hovercraft, so we do still have 3 of them back there. Let's see what Deku's going to do out of this. And let's check the rest of the map. We do have the rest. Oh, the rest. Vodka. Here comes the rest of Rival 6 coming right up and in onto you guys. So now, we did lose Ranchu. We saw that just a little bit ago. Oh, Shu Young. There he is, but he may... Oh, he is right there in front of Black TYM, and let's see, he's not over there. He's not over there. All right, let's see what else is going on the map. It looks like Rich Esports came down to that south side of the East Bridge. We still have Geo and the Sleepy One coming up and in. Oh, Sleepy One's got knocked. Stand back up, Shu Young trying to get those shots right on through that wall of his Four Kings Region Esports on the broken wall right in front of him, and it does get that knock as we've got the off angle. Wales is coming in hot. Look at this. Wales trying to get over to his teammate, coming out, trying to get those knocks over onto Rival 6 and Wales. So you're gonna, looks like he's gonna go, no. So now Skir and Wales gonna go ahead and give up the compound, and all four of them from Rival 6 are back up onto their feet. I think Sleepy One is getting, yeah, he's getting rezzed right now, but it does look like New Era is going to stay there and just try to get some of those shots from across the top of the hill or the street. The street is always an interesting place to shoot from. Wales is, he's honking at me. He doesn't approve of what I'm saying. Alright, so what else is happening? And look at this, we shifted, so we still have most of Military Base Island in the zone and quite a bit of Farm, Milta, and Milta Power Peninsula. So we're still on land, but a whole lot of water in this zone. It's probably 40% water at this point. Coops! Look at this! Coops made it all the way back down. Welcome to the match, Coops. Did you enjoy your nap up there in Kameshki? Alright, so let's see. It does look like Nucleotide may be coming up and along in Coop's future, though. They're not too far away. They are driving. Josh is not that far away from Coops. You can see that we're up on the hilltop compound and Coop's tag right there in his screen. So let's see what else. I think now's a good time to put that iPad up there. We'll go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. You guys can check in on their rotations, figure out where your teams are, and if you have a team you want to check in on, just come on in and let me know. Just say something, drop a team name in the chat. Alright, I feel like we're gonna have a fight over here. Nucleotag did go over to the east away from Coops and the Wolves, and we do have Dark Esports coming down just to the north of them, so we may have a fight between Nucleotide and Dark Esports. I know they are paying attention. Look at this, Naomi is hunting them down. He is sniffing them out, following those trails. The great hunter. Oh, and somebody finding the goat. Alright, so we do have Naomi and Calicar side by side, and we do have Nucleotide stopping to answer. So it is right now a 2v4 but the other two, we've got Ronaldo and AP. They are still coming up and into this. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. I think this is right now mostly, oh, it does look like New Era. They went all the way down to that southern side, but now they're getting pulled up on by Heavens Esports. So the duo way down at the south side of Military Base Island in this little tiny compound is getting some visitors. Wales, you better pay attention because they are right on you. Do they know? Oh, they are so close. Look at this. So we'll probably have a fight here. It does look like Rival 6 is getting ready to get into a fight with the Wolves. Shu Young on the bridge. Let's get on over to the bridge. Checking on Shu Young as here comes the Wolves. I see Coops right there and Baton. Looks like Baton is up on top of the bridge along with Shu Young. Let's see. Oh, yes, he is. And Coops is running along right down below him. The other two, Wancho and Doran, are on that ridge line. Uh-oh, we do have another fight. So let me go back to Shu Young. He's got to be able to hear them by now. Oh, but don't just saw Rival 6 over there. Shu Young, can you see Coops over here? And we do have another fight going on. Let me see. Oh, on that military, or on the Melta Power Peninsula right on over here. Let's get over here and check in on what's going on with the duo over here. Sandu's been knocked, and so now we're down to Sammy and Shahal. Alright. Let's see. Team 6 Balas Esports up there trying to get some fishes in the water. Oh, they were trying to get over to that boat. So I'm not sure. They do have the zone, so they can keep swimming. But I really want to see how the wolves figure out how to get past Rival 6. That's what I want to watch. So I'm taking you guys with me. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We still have Just Rushers coming all the way down from Kameshki and going through Lipovka. Those guys must need lots of loot. But look over here by the Observatory gas station compound. We got all sorts of teams out and driving around. A new Era's right there on top of the Latin Kings. So got to keep an eye on that too. And now Dark Esports and Nucleotide are in a fight over at the East Bridge. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like we've got Nucleotide in the compound and Dark Esports heading through. Look at this. Naomi getting ready to get into a fight with Balas Esports, and they're driving right up and around right in front of them. Oh, so now let's see. Oh, one of them from the Wolves did get knocked, and there goes the sleepy one. The sleepy one driving right up and over. It's Shu Young. Shu Young. Oh, and Coops gets knocked, and I think it's just down to Wancho now. Wancho. Let me check in on Wancho over here. We do have Doran. We still have Baton too. Baton is still in this. Baton is on top of the bridge, so Naomi gets knocked over here, so no. So look at this. We are going to that eastern edge of military base. And let's see. What is Wancho doing? Wancho trying to get up towards Doran. We did lose Coops. Coops was taken down and out. Geo just right there in front of him. And we are down to just S. Only S. Let's see if what he's gonna do over here. The 4 sexy frogs. So now let's see what's going on over here. It's not looking so good for Rival 6, and it does look like the 4 sexy frogs got a shot down from the, oh, there he goes. So Wolves coming in with 6 eliminations, and we are only in stage 4-3. Let's get back over to the Dark Esports, see what's going on. The goat bleeding out. Gallagher, what are you doing over here with the Balas Esports? All 4 of them from Balas are up on their feet, driving around. We do have AP. It looks like they're getting ready to pull up onto AP and Ronaldo. AP over here trying to get those nades down onto the beach, and ooh, ow, from the top, from the roof. So now let's see, where is Ronaldo? Ronaldo also trying to get those nades up and over. So now let's go back over to Calicar on that roof. Oh, they know where he is. They are plucking him apart. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it does look like Nucleotide is still waiting over at that East Bridge, waiting for Dark Esports and Balas Esports to come on out. It looks like Legacy in control. They're swimming across. They'll be able to get into Novo. Look at this. Novo uncontested. It never happens when I have to swim to Novo. I have 12 teams there when I swim. Alright, so Wolves are still coming in, minus Coops. But the rest of the teams are getting set up in zone. So we do have the 4 teams outside of zone, 5 teams outside of zone. But Legacy in control are almost to Novo. So let's go ahead and scroll that in a little bit. I think Nucleotide may end up right there with the Wolves, and now we are down to just Ronaldo for Dark Esports. So all of Balas, I think Balas Esports, all 4 of them are still here, and there goes Calicar. So let me see what's going on over here. We did have 1 knocked over here, but Ronaldo, you need to get on out of there. Oh, that's not what I meant. That's not how I meant it. Alright, so let's get on over to Godlin here, because he did come right up and in to the wolves. We got the wolves right in front of them and the fireflies down at the in the compound. And look at this, we are going to the southeast of the observatory. The observatory hill is still in it. A new era is still in it. We do have Heaven's Gate. Looks like Just Rushers boated all the way down. And oh no. And Doran was able to find him. Let me see what's going on over here. Heaven Yeezy getting into a fight with the Just Rushers now. So let's get over to the wolves. I think we're down to just Beton. We're down to Beton and Wancho. Beton doing. Oh, Beton is down to 1 HP. Let's check it out. Wancho 1 HP. Oh, Nucleotide taking out the last of the wolves. Alright, so now the Just Rushers right over here in a fight. Well, they're down on this edge. I don't know. They did boatate down and around, and I don't know if they can get on the land over here, but Heaven Esports, there we go, did get one of them from Just Rushers. Charun, but oh, look at this. We do have the Latin Kings coming up right over here as well, and they do have eyes over onto Heaven. Heaven is up on that ridge line. And now the Ballas are in a fight with Nucleotide. It's from the bridge. And Liquid in Control, or Legacy in Control, was able to get down into Novo. So they do need to rotate out of Novo. There we go. Novo. Let me put some extra little syllables in there. Alright, what is going on? Oh, the run over. We got to see that right up in our faces. And Josh is the last one still standing. It's the Ballas. The Ballas coming in. Look at this. The Ballas be balling with 7 eliminations. There you go, guys. Alright, let's go ahead. Let me put the iPad. Oops, the iPad. I'm a little clicky today. Just click, click, click. And Spidey, I think Spidey, yeah, he's just gonna hang over here by himself, but he does have Just Rushers right in front of him, and he was taking those shots over at Just Rushers, so they know. Oh, look at that. Legacy in Control. They were able to get all the way down, swim across the river, come into Novo uncontested, and get an elimination coming out of the blue. Out of the blue. The 4 sexy frogs need to come down off the observation, and oh, Ballas, they're all going out to the blue zone. Guys, get out of the blue. There goes another one. Oh, all of Legacy in Control going out to the blue. So get out of that blue, Wales. Hurry, Wales. Go, Wales. Alright, so Wales getting out of that blue zone. So the rest of the teams are no longer in the blue. They're all getting eliminated by the blue. So let me go ahead and put that back up there. And let's head over to, I feel like Yeezy. Yeezy knows exactly where Just Rushers are. Just trying to keep them from coming up that ridge line. They did make it, but they do have to figure out how to get up the shore. And Heaven Esports is not going to make it easy for them at all. And let's go ahead and scroll on in. We still have the 4 sexy frogs coming in. We still have Skir. Skir from New Era needs to come in. Everybody else pretty close to the zone. Does look like New Era is not exactly in a quick way coming in. Wales, he's only down to about 5 HP over here. And he's got plenty of first aids. I'm not sure why he's so low. Skir. Oh, I see the 4 sexy frogs in your future. So let's see if he can get out of this trap. The rest of the teams seem to be all right along this ridge line. Look at this, the coast. And we'll probably end up going across the street. You know PUBG loves to zero in onto the street and make the street center zone. Oh, Joy Boy from above. That uphill advantage very seldomly. Oh, Wales. There comes all of the 4 sexy frogs. All 4 of them coming right at him. So now he is still trying to get up and along this ridge on top of the hill, and we are still... Oh, I thought they were going to come up and around behind him, but it looks like they gave up, and one of them from Just Rushers. So now Wales is coming right on down into the fireflies. So he is still outside of zone. Wales trying to get those shots across the broken wall, and we are going over to that cliffside. So Heaven and Just Rushers are in zone. The Fireflies. Hello, XO Esports. Big hearts to you too. And 6x9 just got naded. So now let's see what's going on over here. We still have the Fireflies, Just Rusher, the 4 sexy frogs, and Heaven's Esports all right on over here. And let's see. I don't think Mahesh is doing... Oh, he is still in zone. He is down in the water along the cliffside in zone. And it does look like Yeezy is right above him. But let's go on over here and find out what's happening with Matrix. Matrix is trying to come right up and in. Oh, and he is able to get one of them from Heaven's Esports. But Rampage gets knocked by the 4 sexy frogs. I believe that was the 4 sexy frogs from across the way. Problem. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of them. We do have, there is Cat God for the win. Alright, so Cat God, they are coming right at him in this compound. There comes one of them. I think that's a Joy Boy on the back, but the 4 sexy frogs are trying to call this squad house theirs. But Cat God has a molly. Oh no, Cat God running right through that molly. Let me see if I can get you some bird's eye views of what is happening. See, Just Rusher, he has got that straight up. Look at this. Mahesh has to go straight up that cliffside to get into any of this. The Fireflies kind of forgotten over at that edge. And Enzo, looks like Enzo's going to get picked back up. And now we are down to just, oh, it's just Yeezy. Yeezy is the sole survivor from that. But we still have Mahesh down here. And it looks like he's trying to get up this ridge. And he might actually be able to get up right there. I'm not so sure. I don't have a whole lot of luck myself getting up these ridges, but Yeezy is paying attention. He knows that they're down there, but he also knows that the Fireflies are right in front of him, and the 4 sexy frogs are right behind him. Look at this. He's still trying to figure out where Mahesh is. Oh, some nades coming up and over. Yeezy! Oh, from Matrix. What a perfect nade. Just right there on top of him. And now Mahesh, I'm not sure they know you're down there now, Mahesh, but now it is Fireflies versus the 4 sexy frogs. Ribbit. I love their names, guys. Alright, let's see what Matrix is doing. Matrix, it looked like he started to think about coming down along that ridge line, but Mahesh he's not moving. He's not going anywhere. This is not, I'm calling this main. Alright, what else? What else can I show you? I can't really show you much else. Mahesh just lost zone, so I don't think Mahesh is going to be able to get up out of this. So I don't see Mahesh being able to survive much longer. I can't really get a good angle onto where everyone is. Let me get over to Coffin and see what Coffin can see from the top over here. The 4 sexy frogs. And look at that drop. It's outside in the blue. It's like a slap in the face. And we still have Mahesh down there. He's still hanging in there. He must have plenty of first aids. And it looks like we are down to a 3v3. But Lux has been knocked. Coffin down to about 5 HP. Matrix getting chewed up. And oh, Joy Boy. Joy Boy is the last one still standing over here. Joy Boy versus the trio from Fireflies. Matrix. Oh, Matrix just got knocked out of that car as he was trying to come down and around. And Rampage coming right up and through able to get him with that 8KM. Fireflies coming in first with 9 eliminations. Coming in second, the 4 Sexy Frogs with 5 eliminations. Just Rushers with coming in third. So here you go. Scores 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Fireflies, Matrix, 5 eliminations, 692 damage. Firefly, Firefly, Firefly. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Don't forget to get your screenshot if you like and subscribe over to the XO Discord server so you can get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names free UC sponsored by XO Esports. Be right back. Go. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, it looks like the Dreamers are going to go ahead and rotate down and past El Pozo, coming in through the Ladrilla area into zone. So, let's see. We might have a fight between Manic and the 4 Rogue Men. They're getting kind of close together down in here, but I think the 4 Rogue Men are doing just fine. Let's see what else. So right now, I think it's a good time to put that the map back up there, even though you guys probably had enough map for a minute. But I do see that the Dreamers are still on that outside edge. I'm going to go ahead and head on over to HP 43 because he is right across from Dauntless. So I'm not sure if Dauntless is going to find them or if he's going to find Dauntless. So we'll stay here for just a minute and find out what's going to happen. It looks like Dauntless is pulled away from that western edge of El Pozo, so that might just be a near miss, but I do see almost there is probably going to be the next one to get into a fight. They are pretty separated, but they got Poison coming out of Picado, and they also have Nepal on top coming in from that La Batita area. The La Batita area. Oh, I think the fight's about ready to start between Maid and Nepal. Let's get on down here and see what's going to happen with Astro. This is Manic, guys. Manic, not Maid in Nepal. And they are right here on top of Sandu for the 4 Rogue Men. Oh, Sandu knows Astro is there. So now, what are you going to do? You going to get in your buggy and move on out? Yes, because here comes the rest of Manic. They're driving right up and in. So, I think that's going to be okay. That is 4 Rogue Men. Yeah, I can't read either, guys. So, I can't read, I can't talk, I can't. So let me go check in on the villain Smokey. Smokey is right up here, Texas. Your boy's getting right into the line of sight once again. Oh, Smokey, someone found, who found you forever? There you go, Texas, your boys. And it did sound, it looked like... Oh, he came right up and in and got that elimination, but not too far away, the villains and the Vikings. So we got VCV over here. Oh, look at all of that. And we also have the Vikings over. Look at this. We got the villains and the Vikings right up there on top of the ridgeline as well. Let's get up over here and see what's happening, because we do have the Vikings also coming up on top of the villains. Let's not get all... Oh, Dauntless. Dauntless is in a fight with X-Force now. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, that's not where I wanted to click. Alright, it looks like... Come on. That didn't make click. Oh, there goes X-Force, I think. But Dauntless, Aurora, and Claus have both been knocked. I think they're going to be able to get picked back up, but I no longer see X-Force in here, so I believe... I didn't see if X-Force came in as a trio, guys, but Dauntless does have 3 eliminations. Casper getting 2 of those, and Blaze getting 1 of those. Let me scroll on in a little bit more. We still have all this chaos over here between the Vikings, the villains, and Control. Team Control Star. Looks like Team Control Star, they are... Ooh, they're just rotating down and around. They're going to keep this fight going out in the blue. You can see that they've got a long way to go because our zone has shifted down to the south. We got the Partona bridges all the way to Picado, La Drilla, all the way to Leones. So we still have a lot of space, but these teams are really close. Manic and the 4 rogue men are really close together. Once again, these teams seem to just keep finding each other. Let's see what's going to happen over here. It does look like Manic is going to just go ahead and call that area home. So I don't know if there's going to be a fight there. It does look like Team Control Star maybe getting on out of there. They got that extra extra elimination. The Vikings are down to a duo, and the villains have already left the area. So water treatment, they are leaving water treatment. I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up. Let's go ahead and see where we want to go next, and where I still feel like the fight's gonna happen over here. Ooh, and look at this. Manic got the drop right on top of him, and I think the 4 rogue men are headed over towards the drop. Let's see what's going on with them as they are going just to the north of Manic. And Demon, look at this. We've got a wall of Manic right in front of him, but he's gonna grab that buggy. Green, I'm awake at 4 a.m. watching this. Oh, thank you, Levo. Thank you, Levo. Alright, so looks like Digital Age is still way down in that very southwest edge. They're doing just fine, but Dauntless is starting to come into Dreamers and to Poison, so we might have another fight with Dauntless very soon. Let's get over to Dauntless because I feel a fight going on right here. Let's get over to the Dreamer. Oh, and I still end up on the drop. Let's see what's going on over here. It looks like Dauntless coming right up into Chumisera. Let's see, the Dreamers headed back and over. Where are we for the Dreamers? Yeah, we're at the Chumisera Church, so they're not too far away from Dauntless, and Poison is right across the street from that. Let's go over and check in on the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire right over here next to Nepal on top. So let's see what's happening over on this western edge of Las Leon, over at the industrial park area. So let's check in on what these guys are doing. They're all doing just fine. I still see Manic and 4 rogue men. They are right on top of each other. Vikings and the villains, they are really close up in this north. Let me see if I slide that over. You can see both of them. There you go. And our zone's getting ready to pop. And let's see. Oh, we rubber banded all the way to the northeast of this. So let's see. Dauntless. Let's check in on the Digital Age. Let's see. Who do you guys want to check in on? I feel like the Vikings are going to get gate kept over here by the villains. The villains keeping a close eye on the Vikings right on down in that La Batita area. So, sorry guys. Ooh, we still have Team Control Star. Almost missed them because that gray really blends into the blue, but they are still coming in from the north side of San Martin. I think now is a good time to go ahead and put the map up so you guys can check in on your teams, because all your teams... Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Fireflies with 19 total points. Coming in second, the 4 Sexy Frogs with 11. Third, Heaven Esports with 8. Tied with Balla's Reborn. Ooh, Reborn. I have them as Esports, but there they are. We are with the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the elimination stage, and this is the final night of elimination. The final 2 matches for Group D and F, and then the top 36 overall we'll be going into the next stage, the playoffs. So they just started. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there. This time we are going to be jumping with the Fireflies Matrix. 5 of the 9 eliminations were from a Matrix. 692 damage. So let's get on over. Find the Fireflies. Where are they? Matrix. Give him some screen time, love. Let me go ahead and get that iPad up there for you. There is your last match top fragger. And, whoops. Come on. Oh, no. I forgot to switch over. Alright, I gotta remember to switch it over. So, the flight path. We are coming in from just north side of La Cabarilla, going across La Cabarilla crater fields, right between Monte Nuevo and the power grid, to the east of Chumacera, over the church, the Abbey of Chumacera, down to Partona. So any AFKs will be on the the Partona. Yeah, I know. I won't quit my day job, guys. At least giggle a little. Alright, so we do have New Era jumping right over here near the Just Rushers, but it looks like Just Rushers are headed over towards the eastern side of the map. And let's see, the Latin Kings along with Nucleotide Esports headed towards the El Pozo area. We got a huge cluster right down to the northeast of Monte Nuevo. We've got about 5 teams there, and it looks like Fireflies are jumping with Rival 6 straight on down to Chumacera. So let me go ahead and get this up here. Give me just a second to switch over to the right map. Right here and right here. There we go. Map 2. Whoops. And I can click on the wrong ones. So now let's see what's going on. It looks like Coffin's already been knocked over here in Monte Nuevo. Look at Monte Nuevo. We have Heavens over here. Whoops. We got Heaven over here with Legacy in control, and we also have, I think, the Wolves over here. Where are the Wolves? Yes, the Wolves are also over here. So we have 3 teams right here in Monte Nuevo. So let's go. I'll go ahead and keep that right there. Slide it on up and over so you guys have an idea where everyone is. Dark Esports in a fight with the 4 Sexy Frogs. I believe that's probably Picado, but I don't want to get off of these just yet. Rampage trying to get those shots across onto the sleepy one. Geo was the one. Oh, my neg, getting one of those eliminations, and it was Shu Young. And here is S. Only S. If you guys know, you know. Alright, so now let's see what's going on over here. Where is Coffin? I don't think they're going to be able to get Coffin. Poor Coffin. Makes me feel sad. Alright, let me get off of Coffin before I switch on over. Let's go back to Rampage and see what's going on with Rampage. He does have them all coming up right over here with him. You can see all but, I think this is Shu Young all the way over on the other side. So we'll stay here for just a minute. Looks like Liquid in control. We're down to just a solo. Let's see what's going on down here. It looks like we might have lost one. I'm not sure. Oh, here they come. Here they come right up this ridge line. Oh, with that DBS trying to get that knock over onto it. And Geo on that off angle way across behind the loop. So can they keep from getting him knocked? And now Shu Young is also in that battle over on the other side with Logic, and Shu Young does find Logic. So now we are down to just Rampage. Rampage against the 3 of them. He's got Shu Young at his back, and it looks like Shu Young S was able to finish off Rampage. All right, let's get over here, find out what's happening in Picado, and 4 Sexy Frogs just knocked Naomi with that nade. So now we are down 1 player for the 4 Sexy Frogs. We lost Lux. Joy Boy coming right up and in what is going on with Dark Esports? Dark Esports, Calicar having them coming right out in front of them. AP has been knocked, and now it is just Calicar. It is just Calicar against the 4 sexy frogs. Look at that. Look at that angle right through the door onto oh, Calicar, I'm sorry. Alright, let's get back over here and see what's happening with Heavens. Oh, Heavens, Cat God is the last one still standing now against the Wolves. Oh, the Wolves. Coops getting 3 of those eliminations. Wancho with an elimination. But now Coops and Wancho are just a duo. We did lose Doran, so let's go. I don't know where Baton is, so Baton, your team needs you. And we do still have Liquid in control, or Legacy in control. This LQ is getting me each and every time, guys. Each and every time. Alright, so look at the zone. We have the 4 sexy frogs, Impicado, and Inco Gaming. Inco Gaming has this whole eastern side, the whole middle of zone. They have all of it. They have the entire real estate with the rest of these teams right up over here. And I feel like the next fight, I feel like Nucleotide was keeping an eye over onto the Latin Kings, but let's see, what is Snow doing? You know nothing, Jon Snow. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and head back on over. Nice driving through those fences. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the iPad up there and give you guys a good look at where your teams are. I don't see any real fights going on just yet. I feel like Rich Esports may find the 4 sexy frogs, but we do have a lot of crazy rotations. The Latin Kings may come down along the way and end up right on top of the EXO Elite. So we got to pay attention to that as well. I do see that Nucleotide's not too far away from Monte Nuevo. So if Nucleotide tries to go on into Monte Nuevo, they will find the duo from the Wolves. So that's what I really see. I don't know if you guys see anything, want me to go check on anything. It looks like the 4 Kings Region Esports, they can go all the way up to Impala if they wanted, but then they'd probably end up in Brunosen's lap because it looks like he's just out there just kind of moving around. They have so much space right there from the graveyard all the way over to Impala. It's all Inco territory at this point. And I do think that the Latin Kings are coming right on down into EXO Elite. So let's get on over here and see. I did see that the EXO Elites were getting ready to rotate, but Draxler may see them very soon. Yep, there they are up towards that bridge. And I'm not sure if he saw them on the bridge or not, but he definitely decided to change direction. So let's see. Looks like they're gonna drive along the tops of these hills right next to the EXO Esports, so or the EXO Elites. New Era is coming right up and in. I still feel like they are paying attention to each other, but New Era came right up along next to Bala's Esports. I thought they were going to stop here, but it looks like New Era is going to go ahead and continue on. There may be a fight there. Wancho may end up seeing Nucleotide Esports. You gotta love it when you come on into the scene and all you see are tires from a vehicle. All right, so I think Ninja is about ready to have some company over here, so we'll stay here for just a minute as Wancho. Oh, Wancho coming right at him. Oh, and he does get there now, but Coops was right there, and he does find him. So now the rest of them, let's see what's going to happen now. Are they going to go back towards Coops and Wancho? I think they are. Here they come. And we do have Ragava. I'm not sure what this guy's name is. I don't know how to say it. Ragava. Alright, so let's see. EXO Esports, or EXO Elites are doing just fine. It does look like the Latin Kings went a bit further to the north. Wancho still knocked on my screen, but I'm thinking Coops is taking care of that at the moment. We still have a lot of teams even out in the blue at this point. Let me go over and see what's going on with Wancho. Yeah, Coops getting Wancho picked back up. Coops still up to 3 eliminations, so let's see what's going to happen when Nucleotide, because they're just kind of hanging out looking for where Coops and Wancho are. They weren't here when they took the shots, so Ninja got picked back up. Look at this. Ninja, look at Coops did. Coops didn't even touch his vest. Wouldn't you love to have that kind of accuracy? But that's why he's Coops, and that's why I'm sitting here. Alright, so we got Legacy in control. The solo coming out of Monte Nuevo, and he's really trying to get his get the attention of several teams over here. And here we go again with Exo Elites and the Latin Kings. The Latin Kings, I think, have been watching Exo Elites in this rotation. But Exo Elites are right there next to him. Look at this. I keep thinking that we're about ready to find each other, but they don't. So let's see. We still have Coops and Wancho way over by Ladrilla, so they're coming down and through, and they're going to come into the worst area of the map at this point, trying to get into zone, in towards the southern side of Los Leon. We've already got Rival 6, Legacy in control, XO Esports. We've got 4 Kings Region Esports, the Latin Kings. So we'll see what happens. We do have Just Rush coming in from the north, Nucleotide coming in from that northeast. Let's check in on, let me check in on the 4 Sexy Frogs. They seem to be right here in the middle of all these teams. You can see teams circling around the mini map right up in that upper right hand corner. And while we do that, I'm going to scroll in just a little bit more. You can see that Coops and Wancho are still way over to the south of Ladrilla. So I think Exo Elites are going to have some issues coming in right here with Rival 6. Let's get back over to Geo Money. Hello, Geo Money. You do know that the Exo, oh, look at this. The Exo Elites circled down and around and continued on past them, and are going to now head right over to the 4 Kings Region Esports. Oh, there they go, right there in front of them. Oh, Geo trying to stop that rotation. Our zone's still going over towards those islands, but I feel like we're going to shift it back. Maybe down to the south of Impala. We'll see how close I am. Let me slide it back over so you can keep an eye on Coops and Wancho way over on that western edge. We're still only in stage 2, so they've got plenty of time to decide what they want to do. And now here comes the Latin Kings right on past as well. This is the craziest part of the zone edge. Oh, QZ down to about half health, and I think he got most of that from, I think Shu Young is over on the side. Yeah, Shu Young was trying to make sure that they didn't. But look at the south side. Look at all these teams down here on the south edge of zone. It's just utter chaos. The Latin Kings now coming up right on the backside. I feel like the 4 Kings Region Esports are getting crushed in on 4 different sides. Here comes the Baga. Here they come right on past you. There they go. Baga taking those shots onto the Latin Kings NA as they go driving right on past. The Latin Kings also trying to get those shots in and across. But the 4 Kings Region Esports also has the Exo Esports. And not too far away, we do have Rival 6, and look at this. We sprang all the way to the north. That's not where I expected to go. We're going up to Minas Generalis, La Patita, right between Leones and Impala. So all these teams down here on the south side the heaviest side of zone all have to shift up and in. We do have Wancho and Coops coming on in, just rushers coming in from this northeast side. They should not have much trouble getting on in because it does look like New Era is shifting over towards the western edge. But all these teams down here, we have so many teams. Let me see if I can get that up there. Look at all the teams down here in the south from XO Elites. We got Latin Kings, Four Kings Region Esports, Rival 6. Oh, Legacy in control. You've got Coops and Wancho right on your outside window. So it looks like they went ahead and went on past. And so now he's going to get on out of there and go into zone behind them. Coops already up into zone. But Wancho headed straight at Rival 6. So let's pay attention. We can really scroll this in now. Now that everybody is close, let me go ahead and put this map up here for you so you guys can try to figure out where your teams are. And it looks like the Four Sexy Frogs just got knocked by Bala's Esports. Let's see what's going on with the Latin Kings. The Latin Kings came right up and in onto the Bala's Esports. And so now let's see. We got Snow trying to get those nades up and in through the windows of the longhouse. That was a nice nade. Not cooked very, very long. Look at this. This ain't trying to drive right on past it. And so now let's see what else is happening because we got another team. I think that's the XO Esports coming up and around this backside. Look at this XO right across the way. So now we've got all out chaos right over here trying to come right up and into this southeast side of zone. Look at this. Let me scroll on in. We got the Four Kings are even coming up not too far away. So it looks like Bala's Esports finished off that fight. We do have the Latin Kings. We still have a solo over there from the Latin Kings. Let's go. He is right here on our screen, in fact. How about that? You gotta like it when it does that. Alright, so Coops and Wancho paying attention to all this chaos, and I feel like Coops is coming up right behind. Look at this. Coops is paying attention to the Four Kings Region Esports just to the north of him. And the rest of the zone looks pretty good. We still have Balas right across from the XO Elites. Let's head over to the XO Elites. We got Baby Koi still trying to throw all those nades up and over. Hail Marys right down into that back side of that wall. Alright, so for the rotations, I see Rival 6 may end up in the lap of, into the lap of Rich Esports just to the north of them. So we might have a fight there, and look at that. We went west. We're going over to La Batita, Los Leon area. But most of these teams are still down here at the south. Really only New Era has to come in, and New Era is going to end up right in the lap of Inco Esport or Inco Gaming. But look at the Wolves. The Wolves are going all the way across zone. What are they doing? They're just headed right all the way across the zone. And let's see. Wancho and Hoops right over here underneath all these teams. We got Nucleotide over here. We got Rich Esports and Inco. Inco are the ones that are pepper spraying them, but they got Nucleotide right up at the top. Godlin, I believe, is making the most out of his UMP right on down on top of Coops and Wancho. Coops started to return the fire on to Godlin, but he was already moving on out. Alright, let's see. It does look like one of them from Rich Esports did get knocked, and it looks like Geo over here coming right up in on top of Rich Esports. Rich Esports, the duo right here in front of Geo Money. Alright. So that's the chaos that's going on right now. I do see that the Latin Kings are trying to get out from the field of view from both Balas and the Four Kings Region Esports. I think he's still over in that car spawn, in the car wash, whatever you guys call it. but let me scroll on in. Right now is a good time for me to show you where everyone is on this map. You can see all the rotations as they're coming down and through. And Geo's still right on top of the Rich Esports. So let me check on the Latin King. I think he's getting ready to move on out. He's taking those shots over at Bala's. Bala's Luca right across the way from him. Let's see. Luca, I saw your name. He's doing just fine. He's not too worried about. Let's see. But Toast. Uh-oh. Toast is in a rough spot over here. Toast does have the 4 Kings coming up and in. The Axo Elites coming in. Oh, there goes the Latin Kings. Ooh, it was a blow up of that vehicle as he tried to come on out of that. So now, let's see. Toast is kind of in an okay position behind him because it does look like, oh, Cat just got knocked from the 4 Kings from all the way across. This Just Rush is coming in, and now New Era up here at the top. New Era in a fight with Inko Gaming. Inko Gaming just got taken out. There's Ying. Wancho knocked Ying. Oh, so there they go. But let's see what else is going on. It looks like Coops and Wancho are getting out and through. Just Rush is trying to come up into Toast. So now let's see. We do have another team, the 4 Sexy Frogs. They do need to come on down, but they do have, let's see, which team is this? 14 Just Rushers right over next to them. In front of them is the Exo. Oh, Tiger. Problem just tapping that. One tapping him to the crate bill. He goes. All right. Go ahead and slide that on in there. There you go. I think you guys can see where everyone is now. Let me put that back up there for a second so you guys can figure out where your teams are going to rotate, how they're going to get into zone. And let's head on into, it looks like Problem headed straight up for Rich Esports. Rich Esports is headed over straight at the 4 Kings Region Esports. 4 Kings Region Esports. And then look at the top of this. Rival 6. I think Rival 6 is still up on that ridge line. Uh-oh, the 4 Sexy Frogs coming right up and in onto Deku. Deku gets that nade out and ready as here they come out and around. Oh, but Jack 24K is able. Oh, he even finished him off. Joy Boy trying to get up that ridge line. And it looks like, did Deku get that or did Jazz? I missed who got that knock, but they're trying to ride right up and in onto Rival 6, and Rival 6 has this whole southwest quadrant, but they are now sharing it with 4 Kings Region Esports and Rich Esports right up here. So now let's see what else is going on. We do have Coops and Wancho trying to work their way right on in, but they've got Exo Elites and New Era right in front of them, and this zone is starting to really hurt. So they got to get out of the blue. Wancho, get out of that blue if you want to go through. Oh, the blue getting Wancho. Where's Coops? Can Coops get into zone? Coops is trying to heal up, trying to get over to. Oh, Wancho's dropping his first aids. So there goes Wancho. Coops now a solo coming into this, but we do have Nucleotide making sure that they don't come into the zone very easily. And Chu Young just found Deku from the Rich Esports. So now ring around the zone, every direction of the zone. So we've got New Era in that northeast. We've got Nucleotide in the northwest. We've Rival 6 up on top of the hills on this from west to south, all of it. And then Rich Esports over in that southwest area. And Coops is still trying to come on into zone. Let's see what's going on with Coops. Come on. There we go. I'm an itsy bitsy spider. Alright, so Coop's trying to get on into zone, coming in right between Nucleotide, Esports, and New Era. So Coops is still trying to keep his head down low. He's got Rival 6 right up top, and there goes Ying. Ying, who took you out? Was it the play zone? No, that's not Ying. I didn't see who took him out, but now they've got to get in the zone, and now we are down to just a duo for Nucleotide, Esports, and Coops gets found. Let's see if we can get, we're down to the final 3 teams. Let me get up onto this hills. Let me see if I can show you guys where we are. We got Shu Young coming down off that hilltop, but look at this, Rival 6 up on the hills. We do have Rich Esports in the compound, and we still have Nucleotide across from that as well. Let me try getting over here. Maybe this will be a better angle for all of us. Let me slide on up, and let's see. It looks like we got to go across the street. So Nucleotide, ooh, and now the sleepy one getting pushed up on by Jazz 18. So I can't quite get Nucleotide in this. Let me try it this way. That's the best I can do for the sky view, guys. Alright, let's see. Just go ahead and leave while I'm bandaging. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Rival 6. Giovanni's helmet popping up and off, and Shu Young up to 5 eliminations. Big fan Shu Young. He does have Rich Esports right down below him. We are down to the final 2 teams. Nucleotide Esports going out in 3rd place, and now it does look like Deku may be the final one still standing. Kaylon is down to about 5 HP. Shu Young, no, it's now a 1v1, I think, or a 1v2. Are they knocked? Yes, it's a 1v2. It is Giovanni versus Deku. So now let's see what's going to happen over here. Gio can't get a big back up, and now, Giovanni! There you have it. Oops. Let me get this iPad off of here. Still clicking on the wrong buttons, guys. Rival 6 coming in first with 14 eliminations. 1-4. GG, boys. Coming in second. What did I do? There we go. Rich Esports with 5 eliminations. Coming in third, Nucleotide Esports with 2 eliminations. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. And 16. Going all out. Rival 6, Shu Young. 5 eliminations, 654 damage. We'll be jumping with Rival 6 when we come right back for tonight's 3rd match, Sandhawk. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the XO Esports Discord server so we can get your name on the wheel of names. Shout out to XO Esports for sponsoring tonight's giveaway. So be right back. Teams are rotating, and there goes that fight finally between Manic and the 4 rogue men. Let's head on down there and see what's happening between them. It looks like Ramen has been knocked by Astro. I think that's what that just said. Let's see, we did lose Ramen too, so he is down and out, but it looks like we're gonna go ahead and head on out to zone. Demon, the last one, still getting into zone. Yeah, they're gonna do just fine. Dauntless, ooh, Dauntless is wrapping down and around. Look at this wrap from Dauntless. They're driving right past Dreamers, right past Third Eye, right past Digital Age, 4 rogue men, and Manic. Dauntless, I have no idea what kind of chaos Dauntless is getting themselves into, but we do have the villains pushing up and in over here onto the Vikings, so we'll keep an eye on this crazy rotation by Dauntless. And we still have Team Control Star coming down from that north. Looks like they're over by the Hacienda del Patron intersection area. But we do have, here comes the push. Here comes the push. The villains pushing into the Vikings. Oh no, and he does get knocked, and we do have Z's all the way up at the top, and hola, koala. I'm not sure what this is. No, but look at that. Genis. Automatic. Oh, automatic. I think he got taken down to 1 HP. I clicked on the wrong one. He got taken down 1 HP, and then the play zone took him out. So Genis for the Vikings is the last one still standing. He might be able to get automatic into the car and get him back up and into zone. And now Dauntless, look at this, Dauntless, the Bulls, they're just gonna push their way through the southwest edge. They're coming through every single team on this map. They have Dreamers to the northwest of them. They've got Third Eye in front of them. Digital Age behind them. They've got Manic to their east. Look at this. And this is where they decided to come into zone. And there goes the one, I think automatic just got taken down and out. So now, let's see. Casper throwing those, it looked like a smoke, but that must have been a nade going up and over. No me. Oh, Casper, that's not where you want to park. It looks like Nomi is right there in front of him trying to hold back the gatekeep all of Dauntless from coming on in. You can see Aurora, you can see Claus and Blaze. Oh, that nade going off right in front of him, and Aurora is getting shot at. Blaze coming up and around, and we still have Third Eye and the Dreamers. The Dreamers on both sides of Dauntless. Dauntless is getting pinched between the Dreamers. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see if I can get on over here to Kava Boy. Kava Boy is just on the other side, and look at this. Dauntless Aurora was able to find one of them, and I think it's a Kaiser. Yes, Kaiser from Third Eye, but they're going to be able to get picked back up. But now here comes Manic right up and in. Let's go ahead and scroll on in. Look at this. Team Control Star coming in from the north. They're going to be able to just walk their way right into zone. Claus is the only one still standing. Blaze and Casper have been taken down, so there they go. But we still have the Dreamers over here in a fight with Third Eye. Third Eye, Cool Joe, trying to get those off angles onto Kava Boy, and Kava Boy trying to get on down using the terrain. So now Digital Age going north. Digital Age may end up with Team Control Star over here. Genis having some issues because they have Made in the Fall right on this other side. Oh, Kava Boy just found Claus. Claus has been taken down and out, and I missed that because I was looking at the map, guys. No. All right, so let's see. Our last match, Operator has left the map, and our zone is a donut zone. Look at this. We're going to that western edge, the industrial park, and all the hills right around to that northwest side of Leones. So it looks like Vortex may be having some issues with the golden fire. Let's get over to Vortex. I'll go ahead and put this back up here so you guys can see. Oh, Team Control Star is in a fight. Let me get over here just see what happened. I think it was Genis that got the knock over on him. Oh, and I think it was Genis, but now here comes Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal coming right up and over on top. And let's see, it does look like Mr. Zorro is right there in front of Forever. Forever is in the blue, but now Team Control Star has the Digital Age. The Digital Age did come up and around, landing right on top of Team Control Star. Forever back up, but we did lose DKIFJDJF. That's quite the name. And Star, I don't know if we're going to be able to get Star picked back up. And we do have Moon over here as the Digital Age are trying to come right up and in on top of Made in Nepal. Nepal. Let me go check in on Made in Nepal, see what these guys are doing. It looks like Mr. Zorro is, oh, he's been knocked, and so now we are down to just Psych Boy and Player 69, and it looks we're just circling like sharks here, guys, because that's what we do. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. Let me put the map up there so you guys can check in on your teams, because they have all shifted. They've all decided to go different directions as per usual. Alright, let's see what's going on with Vortex. Vortex has been over here underneath the golden fire for some time, and I've been wanting to get on over them. Oh, and he does get down, but oh, then he gets taken down and out, and I think Dom should be able to get picked back up. And Fat Boy, the last one still standing for Manic, is gonna get, I don't think he's gonna be able to get on over there with all of the golden fire, but look at this, he's pushing right up and over. He knows that one of them's been knocked, and ooh, there's two of them knocked from the golden fire. So now look at this, the golden fire down to just a solo over here. LX, ain't easy, I mean. It's never easy. Nothing's ever easy, level. Nothing. Alright, so we do have another fight with Third Eye right on over here. And Third Eye did get knocked, and I think that was by poison, but look at this. They're all trying to use this for rain. We've got, oh, the golden fire just down to a solo once again. Let's see what's going on over here as they did get pulled up on by. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Rival 6 with 29 total points. Fireflies with 19, tied with the Wolves at 19. But guys, the Wolves, look at this. Let me switch this over so I don't forget. Sandhawk. Let me close that up. I'm going to clicky tonight. The Wolves need more than just Coops in this. We are we are on hard start. So Coops, I hope that you can at least, oh, there goes Wancho. Hopefully we can get Doran back in here. Hopefully we can get a couple more back in there for Coops. Poor Coops. Let me get that iPad off of there so you guys can really check out these scores. There are the scores. I'll let you know when it starts. And it looks like they are typing away in starting. She's saying we're starting. So let me put that iPad right back up there. So when we start, oh, we did get Baton. Baton this time. This time Doran's sitting out. Interesting plays by them. Let's check the rest of the lobby. Everybody else is a full 4-man team. So Doran, hurry up. Get in here. Let's make it a full lobby. The Wolves are doing fine with 19 in third place, but don't forget they have 4 other matches that they'll be adding to this. But every point counts for the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League Elimination Stage. These are the last 2 matches for D and F, and the last 2 matches of the entire Elimination Stage. The next time we are up in live, we will be in the playoffs, whittling it down even more. And we are closing in onto that $1,300 prize pool and a seat in the Fall Titan series. So don't forget about that. That gave me goosebumps. Alright, so I don't know what Coops is doing. Coops is gonna 1v99 here or what? I don't know. Maybe he's trying to make a stand saying wait for Doran. I don't know what that was about. Might have been a mistake. Who knows? Who knows? It's Coops. It's Coops. Let me take the iPad back off in case you guys wanted to check the rest of your scores. Don't forget, every score, every point matters, guys. So if there's something that you don't like about the scores, make sure you open a ticket ASAP over in the AXO Discord server and let them know. And also, don't forget, I am having issues with my PC. If we go black, then I will be right back as fast as I can. This time we're going to be jumping with Rival 6, Shu Young. 5 eliminations, 654 damage. Shu Young. Such a big fan. Alright, so come on. Let's load on in slowly but surely. Eventually we will get into this match, I think. Oh, look at that. Alright, so here is Shu Young. Shu Young in the crystal suit. Look at that. Alright, so there's your last match, top fragger. Surprised the crystal suit's coming up since I have nothing on here. Alright, so tonight's third match, flight path for Sandhawk. We're coming in from the western edge of Nicom, going across Painan, across the top of Quarry Bon, Camp Bravo, and out the docks to the northeast of Camp Bravo. So there's your flight path. And time to get hot and sweaty in the tropics. Let's go. Let me check in on what's happening down at the very beginning. It does look like Inkle Gaming is jumping right there with Dark Esports, headed over towards the ruins. That's probably, these two were in a massive fight the last time I've seen these two. So let's see what's going to happen with Dark Esports over here with Inkle Gaming. We got McCrellan right here. Let me check in on the goat. The goats are to get an elimination. AP got an elimination. We're down to just Vitali. Vitali is the last one still standing over here. No helmet, no vest. He's got that Vector, 19 shots. Alright, so let's see. We also have a fight up on top of our in-camp alpha between Just Rushers and Fireflies. Ooh! He gets one with the Tommy gun. He did pick up the Tommy gun. And there he goes. So we've got fights everywhere. Let me go ahead and switch over now. 4 eliminations with all 4 of them from Dark Esports coming out of here. We also have Rich Esports right over here with Heaven Esports. I always want to put an S on that, but it's Heaven, not Heavens. Let's go over to the 4 Sexy Frogs. Oh, the Wolves are in a fight with the Latin Kings. Where is that happening? Wolves and the Latin Kings up here in Cow. So let me get on over here really quick and see. Oh, I hate when I click on the wrong person. And I think there goes the Latin Kings from Cow. And all 4 of them made it in. Doran made it in time to get 2 eliminations. There we go. I told you the Wolves would be much better off if they had all 4 of them there. And it does look like Joy Boy in a fight over here with Balas Esports. Balas I think he just got a knock, I think is what it just said. Let me check. Yes, he was in, look at this, 1 HP, but they were able to get him picked back up. And we still have the fight between the 4 Sexy Frogs and the Balas. And we still have the fight in boot camp. So let me get on over here. That's not what I meant to click on. Let's get on over to Problemo. And let's do a sky view of what is happening over here in boot camp. We've got Heaven going around the outside of main. Oh, it does look like Jazz 18 has come out of main. I only see 3 of them. Oh, there's Kalon. So we do have a 4v4 right over here, and it looks like Jazz may be coming up onto Yeezy. Let's check in on Yeezy. He knows that it's got Jazz right on the outside. And I think I like the sky view better. You guys can see the rotations coming down and through. The 4 Sexy Frogs still doing it. Oh, there goes the Balas. Problem getting 2 of those eliminations. Joy Boy with an elimination and Lux with an elimination. So now let's see what else is going on. I feel like Nucleotide may end up finding the Wolves. The Wolves may come down in there. We do have Legacy in control and Hot Tin. We got Just Rushers over in Camp Alpha. And let's see. So let's get on over to boot camp, and let me put that map up there so you guys can check in on what's going on. I can actually go ahead and put the map up so you guys can find out where your teams are and where you want to keep an eye on. And it does look like Jas is still right over here underneath Yeezy, but the rest of them are pulling up and in. So all 4 of them from heaven are right here. Cat God. Ooh, Enzo. I think he knows where you are. Let me check in on the Cat God. Hello, Cat God. And Enzo right on this outside. Jas is still. Ooh, Kaylon coming around there. Oh, Jas came right on out. So now let's get on over to Jas. Jas does get knocked, but Kaylon still has that off angle. Still trying to keep Cat God from getting that elimination. So now let's see what's going on. We are down a 3v4. And we do have Enzo knocked over here. Cat God trying to get healed back up. And let's see what's going on with Enzo. He's back up onto his feet, guys. All 4 of them are back up onto their feet. Let's get on over to Jack. Jack coming right up and in. And both of them starting to push up and in. That is, I can't see if that's Deku. And moving too fast. It is Deku trying to get on that push, trying to come up and in. It is a 3v4. So we'll stay here for just a minute. The rest of the rotations, I still see the Wolves coming into some issues. We do have Nucleotide right there. Josh has now been cut off from the rest of his group. He's got all the Wolves right in front of him. Look at this. He's going to end up driving right up and into Baton. So I saw that coming. All right, so we still have Nucleotide right on down there. It did get really quiet over here. Let's see. I'm not sure what's going on, and they're all just thinking about their next step now. But I see Ninja from Nucleotide not too far away. Who's taking those shots? Was that Jet? Jet G. Do you guys remember Jet G? I do. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. It looks like Nucleotide is pretty far away from boot camp, but our zone is getting ready to pop. Let's see where we're going. Are we going to Ruins Island, Painan, Camp Charlie, Sam He, and Doc? So we're going to that south. We've got 3 teams in zone, and the rest. Ooh, we might have a fight between New Era and Four Kings Region Esports. Ooh, that crazy angle by Enzo. So now Deku, are they gonna come rushing right up and in? Deku, oh, Deku gets found, and so now it's just down to Kaylon. Kaylon headed back over to main, trying to get away from him. But they are still all in main as well. They are still coming at him. Here comes Catguard coming right up to that door. And, oh, right on through, right into the middle of it. And so Yeezy does get knocked. And now Catguard on the outside. Kaylon is a solo over here, trying to hold off the push from him. Catguard going over towards that window. Look at this. They're trying to jump. Oh, and he gets Enzo right through. So Enzo and Yeezy are now both knocked. And now here comes Nucleotide from the back, and Catguard for the win. No, it's not. It's the Wolves. Baton, Coops, and the boys coming right up and in. So now Catguard, I think, is the last one still standing over here. And Catguard now has to hold off the push by the Wolves. The Wolves are right on over here as Nucleotide runs into the 4 Sexy Frogs. Nope. It's not Nucleotide. It is the XO Elites right on over here. Let's go. Let's see what's happening over here with the 4 Sexy Frogs coming. Oh no, Toast and Baby Koi. But here comes Tiger coming right up and along this ridge. And it looks like Tiger and Cat are going to go ahead and get over to zone. We're going to go ahead and prioritize zone. Nucleotide, the one that I keep getting stuck on, is all the way down here by Rival 6. All the way down by the bridge by Camp Charlie. So let's see what else is going on. I think the next chaos is going to happen with Dark Esports. Dark Esports has 2 different teams coming their way. So let's see what's going on this side. AP can probably see Just Rusher right across the river. Yeah, he's paying attention. And we also have Legacy in Control coming up over on that ridge as well. So Just Rushers and Legacy in Control may end up in a fight. Let's see. Mahesh heading on down. Let's check in on 6x9. Nani. You're headed right over towards Legacy in Control. So they're not in any big hurry to get on into zone just yet. Everybody else, I think it's a good time to put the map back up there to give you guys an idea where your teams are. Doesn't look like, I still feel like AP is waiting for him. He is waiting for him. Gonna go ahead and gatekeep, try to get some eliminations onto Just Rushers as they come across that west bridge. So we'll have to pay attention to that. And our zone is getting ready to pop again, so we'll see where we're going after that. I think you guys can see pretty much everyone at this point. AP, be careful, watch your back, AP, because Just Rushers, they're still right across that river. In our zone, let's see where we're gonna go now. Oh, we're still going from Camp Charlie, Painan, Quarry, and Cave. Look at that. So we do have a couple of teams over on this eastern edge of Cave and Quarry, but we got some chaos going on in Center Zone. We've got Rival 6, Nucleotide, finally Nucleotide, and the Wolves. They are all right out here. So now let's see let me check in on Shu Young, our last match top fragger. At some point we lost Giomane, but here comes the Wolves coming right on down and into that fight. Let's get on over here and see what's going on. It's Godlin and Raghav. Oh no, the Maulers. Oh, the Maulers right on top of him with all of the Wolves on the outside of him, and he does get found through the window, and so now it's down to just Godlin. But don't forget that Rival 6 is right over here as well on top of all this chaos. And I hear, the 4 sexy frogs look like they're headed this way. Dark Esports coming in right behind New Arrow. What a nade by Wancho. Wancho with that nade. And we still have the duo, Shu Young and the sleepy one. But here comes the 4 sexy frogs coming right up and around on top of the Wolves. The Wolves are now getting surrounded. But now look at this. Lux gets found by the sleepy one straight across. So Chinese not playing today, making sure that they know where he is. Dark Esports still right here on top of, let me go check in on Ying as he is coming up right behind AP. AP is right there. Can he see AP? Yes, he can. And that, Skur got AP from that top side. And now Ronaldo right over there. But Naomi, I see you up on that hilltop. You're right over here by them as well. What you doing? Oh, Naomi was too far away. Look at this. So now let's go ahead and go back over. Let's check in on what is happening with... Let's check in on the 4 sexy frogs. It does look like we got Lux picked back up, but we still have the Wolves right over here in front of them. And let's check in on Problem. It looks like Shu Young. Lux had his eyeballs right on the Shu Young. Did he find Shu Young? I cannot click on Shu Young fast enough. Shu Young, down to about 5 HP. Look at his vest. Took his vest down to half health, and now, so Shu Young needs a new vest, that's for sure. Alright, so is everybody in zone? Yes, everybody's in zone. So now we can really scroll on in and try to look at how close these 3 teams are. We got the 4 sexy frogs on top of the Wolves, on top of Rival 6. And don't forget, Rival 6 is in the lead on today's board. So we do have Just Rushers down in Camp Charlie. They need to come on in. We have the Latin Kings Snow over to the south of the quarry, not too far away from the Exo Elites. So the Exo Elites have to come in as well. Hello, Suloji. Hello. Let's go back over to Problem. We lost Lux, and I didn't quite see when that happened, guys. Not sure what I was looking at that time, but it wasn't the elimination feed then. Alright, let me go ahead. I think that is everybody. Want to scroll it in so you guys can really see where your teams are, but I don't want to miss anyone. We are going over to the river again, just to the north, Camp Charlie. So instead of a road, we've got a river this time. Let me see what I think is going to be the next one. I'm not sure how Snow is going to get on in, and I missed that we've got Legacy and Control up in Painan as well. I missed that. Let me go ahead and slide that on over so you can see that a little better. It looks like New Era. Looks like they're spreading out quite a bit, and I'm not sure what's going to happen right here is that this duo comes right up and into, to Shu Young and Shiny. So Joy Boy was able to get in and across, but now let's see what Joy Boy can do as a solo, because now Shu Young and Shiny are also getting shot at by Just Rushers right on over here. Oh, and Nani gets found by Chinese. So Chinese return that right on up the hill, and here they are right over here. So now let's see what else is going on. The wolves taking over that compound, and it does looks like the Exo Elites came all the way up and around that north side. Wancho is on the move, and now here comes Snow. Snow's gonna end up coming in right behind Shu Young and Shiny. There they are, right in front of them. So hopefully they heard that vehicle coming up behind them. Shiny, oh, he's gonna see you. Look at that. Shiny is still standing right there, and Snow is locked in. So Sleepy One is about ready to get found. I feel this. I feel it. Is he gonna be quiet about it? Shu Young. Guys, you got a snake right behind you, but he does have to push in. And so do Rival 6. They also have to push their way in. So let me go ahead and scroll this in a little bit more. It looks like the wolves may be coming up and along right behind them as well. So they may be coming across this bridge. Ooh, Baton. You are right in his sights. Baton is up to 6 eliminations, but Baton is paying attention. Over to Rival 6. Oh, so now Rival 6. There both of them go, and now they're coming right into Just Rushers. Look at Baton, up to 7 eliminations. 15 eliminations so far, and there's still 26 players in this match. So all 4 of the wolves coming on in, and Snow is still over here. No, I think Snow hit Coops. Snow took out Coops. Alright, what is happening right on over here? Liquid in Control. They were coming right up and in onto New Era. So now New Era, they did find Sammy and Ying. Oh, Ying got taken down. So now let's check in on Wales. Wales knows that his team does have a team coming up right behind him. Look at this. He knows that they are right there. And oh, we're going back to that riverbank. And all these teams need to come on in. Ranchu, what are you doing so far out there? So we do have Dark Esports right along that ridge line. Let's get over to Dorn, see what's happening, because Dorn seems to be coming right on through. They are right up here onto Just Rushers, and Dorn is now up to 5 eliminations. Look at this. They're up to 17 eliminations right now. Let's check in on what's happening over here with Mahesh. Mahesh is trying to get 90 back up, and now there goes 6x9 from Legacy in Control. Mahesh does have the wolves right in front of him. Look at this. He's trying to get up. Oh, Doran is down to about 5 HP. So now it is Legacy in Control right up on top of this. Oh, here comes Calicar. Calicar trying to get those nades up and over onto Legacy in Control. So now let's see. Calicar and the goat there. Look at Dark Esports. Dark Esports has the whole northern side of this map, and Sand Dune came right up and in onto Calicar. So now let's see what's going on. It looks like XYZ trying to throw those nades right on over on top of Calicar. Ooh, but oh, XYZ ate some of that nade, and there goes XYZ. So now we are down to just a duo over here, and we still have 4 teams in this. Baton coming right up and over onto this backside, finding Dark Esports on the other side. Dark Esports up to 11 eliminations, and now we are down to Baton and Wancho. So, oh, it is Baton against the duo from Dark Esports. So now let's go ahead and put Baton over here. Dark Esports right up on the top of this, and here is the goat up to 6 eliminations. And there, who is left? Oh, Mahesh, I didn't even see you over here. I thought it said 2, but now it is 2. The goat finding Baton, and Mahesh is about ready to go on out, but the goat, you were right there in front of him. Naomi, don't let him get you. Oh, he's over there. He's just doing the heel off, and he's letting you guys drive around, hang out in center zone while he sits from behind the rock watching you guys. He is just happy where he is behind his rock, just keeping an eye on Naomi jumping. Naomi. Dark Esports with 13 eliminations. So, but the Wolves, as a 4-man team, they came right up and in. It looks like Mahesh. Ooh, it's Mahesh, but Mahesh is going to go out to the play zone. Alright, guys, let's go. Let me get that iPad off of there. Dark Esports coming in first with 13 eliminations for Dark Esports. Coming in second, Just Rushers with 5 eliminations, and the Wolves Esports coming in third with 20 eliminations. Baton with 9 of those. GG's. Top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. The Wolves, Baton, 9 eliminations, 1,143 damage. We'll be jumping with Baton when we come right back for tonight's final match. This is the final match for groups D and F and the entire elimination stage. Don't forget to get your screenshots of your like and subscribe over to the Exo Esports Discord server so I can get your name on the wheel of names right after this next match. Be right back. Man, and the jump shot through the cements. And so now look at this. The villain's ZZ right here on the edge, but he's got all of Made in Nepal right on top of him. Team Control Stars up there. He's got them all the way around him. So now let's get on over to Forever trying to, and then third Akunjan was able to finish that off. All right, so let's see. What else do we want to check in? Let's get on all the way over to Poison. Poison has almost there, pulling right up and in on right over here. We're on this screen already, so let's scroll on in and see what's happening, because we also have Third Eye up on top of that ridgeline trying to get some of those third-party knocks, trying to get some of those points. We've got the Digital Age coming in from the north, and they've brought it on top. So we still have 8 teams, and they are all just trying to use this terrain. And luckily, they've got terrain and compounds. Look at that zoom. Ornery almost Philo. So let's see, is almost gone. I don't see almost there anymore. So now let's see what else is going on. Let's check in Made in Nepal as they are coming right up and over into villains. The villains on that backside and Psych-Bro. Psych-Bro, finish that off. Alright. Let me see if I'm close enough. I don't think we're close enough just yet to be able to see where everyone is, but I'll try my best. And of course, we've got that water tower right there. I think we're going to see a lot of where everyone is. I think you can see that fairly well. We do have a team right underneath, so I'll go ahead and put that up to give you an idea how close they really are on the screen. So now, let's go ahead and switch on over to the digital age. The digital age wizard just was knocked, but we still have all 4 of them from the digital age up. Let's get on over to poison. Oh, I see Made in Nepal coming up on the other side of the digital age. Let's see. Playa 69 trying to get that heal off, and let's go back to the digital age. Check in on the wizard. The wizard knows that Made in Nepal is right there, and Manic. Made in Nepal and Manic side by side over here. We do have right in the middle of it Nepal on top. So let's see if we can get out just a little bit more, get a little better angle where everyone is. I think that's about the best we can do at this zone. So right now they are all just working really hard on getting rid of all the gear that these guys no longer have. Look at this. We had a level 3 vest at one point, but it is no longer level 3. So now let's check in on the fat boy coming right up and into Nepal on top, finishing that off. So now Manic, oh, and Kunjan from Third Eye coming right up and in. Who is the top fragger, you ask me right now? It is Kunjan, so let's stick here with him. And while we're looking at that, let me scroll on in on the iPad, get a little better idea, because we are coming down to these grays. So let's see if I can get you out of the blue. There you go. So we got the digital age, Third Eye, and Nepal on top, all right here in the grays. And look at this, poison lay right down at that end. So Kunjan still coming right on through. Kunjan up to 5 eliminations. So now we do have the digital AO, and he just got knocked right when I said that. So now let's get on over to Cool Joe. Cool Joe still trying to get those nades across onto the digital age. You can see the digital age on the back side. And we still have Nepal on top. We still have poison down at this edge, letting it all work itself out. I'm not even sure he's trying to get any of the third-party action going on. Alright, so we still have Ducky. Look at Ducky. He is still in that gray cement as well. And oh, look at this as it came right up and in. So Cool Joe coming right up and into Ducky. Ducky popping out. Look at Ducky popping off is what I meant to say. Ducky. That is his cement. He owns the cement. So now we are down to the top 3 teams, 3 players each. Oh, down to the solo. It is Ducky versus Diamonds, and Diamond only has 5 HP. Look at this. Diamond trying to come up and around. Ducky throwing those nades up and over the wall. Ducky with all the loot in the world. So now, can Ducky find Diamond? Oh, but Diamond... Oh, Diamond only had 5 HP. Ducky. Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. Nice, very nice. Nepal on top, coming in first with 6 eliminations. The digital age coming in second with 7 eliminations. And Poison coming in third with 10 eliminations. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. I got a little aggressive there. And 16. going all out. Third eye, Kunjan, 6 eliminations, 1,022 damage. And with that, I will be right back, hopefully with the scores. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the XO Discord server. Over here at least. So now let me check in on the rest of this, and this is the main fight at the moment. We have Dauntless. Dauntless is on Camp Alpha Island all to themselves. They have all of Camp Alpha Island, though most of Camp Alpha Island is outside of the play zone. So let's see. We also have the Golden Fire all the way up into Cow. We do have, it looks like Nepal on top in the fight with the Digital Age. Let's get on over here, see where the Digital Age are all coming up right over here onto Krishna. This is all Digital Age over on this side. We do have a duo from Nepal on top, still in Camp Bravo, but we have almost there, not too far away from that as well. All right, so look at this. Team Control Star taking over Painan. We did have 3 teams drop here, and now we are down to 1. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can see what's going on with your teams, where your teams are. And it looks like Manic is pulling away from Painan. They're headed over towards the ruins area where the villains are at the moment. And everybody else seems to be pulling on in as well. The Golden Fire is getting kind of close to Camp Alpha Island, and Claus is over at Hot Tin. So, hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves pulling ahead with 44 total points. Rival 6 with a winner chicken dinner at 30. Dark Esports with their last winner chicken dinner, 28 total points. Every point counts in this series, guys, because at the end of today, the top 36 will be moving on. Let me get that up there. We're headed into match 4 of the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the final match of elimination stage, the final match for groups D and F. It is the final match. I hope you guys had a chance to get over to the XO Discord server and put your screenshot of your like and subscribe into the giveaway channel so that I can get your name on the wheel of names. Shout out to XO Esports and Crucial. Crucial. Alright, so let's see. It looks like we're missing one from, let me pull this a little bit. Heaven Esports. We're missing one from Inco. One from Just Rushers. And that's it, so we should be starting any minute now. She said last call. What do you guys think? I cannot wait to see the last 36 players to see what who's going to be coming in. Oops, that's the wrong button. I am so clicky tonight. This time we're jumping with Baton from the Wolves. 9 eliminations. 1,143 damage. So let's get into this match and head on into Erangel. Eventually, Baton. There he is, getting ready to go to Brazil for us. Let's give him some screen time love. Big fan, Baton, big fan. Alright, you guys probably might even remember him from NHP and Hyper. You might remember him for the 412 Nomads. He's been in a couple of teams, but here you go. We are coming in from Military Base Island, that southeast edge, going across the military base, going onto land over the docks, right between Pachinki and Potato Hill. between ruins and Rozhok, going out to the west, a shooting range, and dumping off into the water to the east of the Zarki farm. So there is your flat path. My allergies are kicking hard, guys. Kicking hard. Alright, so off the plane already, we've got the Latin Kings headed over towards Novo. We have Bala's Esports. Looks like they may be jumping over towards Milta with Legacy in control. We've got Rival 6 headed down to military base by themselves. We've got the 4 Sexy Frogs headed up towards Farm. 4 Kings Region Esports headed over towards the Ferry Pier Westbridge gas station area. It looks like Pachinki is going to be the chaos at the start, so let's get on over to what? Uh-oh. Guys, if this crashes, I'll be back as soon as possible. I am taking it in tomorrow, and I'm really sorry about this. Alright, so we have Rich Esports. Oh, Baton, let's get Baton over here onto the screen. He's got his machete, his knife again. So let's see. Let's see if he can find a weapon. You know how hard it is to fight without a weapon. We've got Dark Esports headed up right behind Inco Gaming and Wales. Oh, they are coming right on top of Wales over here. Wales already has an M4. All of Dark Esports right around the outside of him, and one of them, Dark Esports, came right up and in. Now he's got that AK. No, he just took down Ronaldo. But we do have one from Dark Esports right upstairs. It is Calicar. Calicar, right, with this plunger. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Crow! We got Crow in here. Hello, Crow. I totally missed that. Crow trying to get those shots straight across. And Wancho. Koopsie. What's going on with Coops? Coops over here with Baton trying to get on in as well. So now, let's see. It looks like Inco is paying attention to what's going on over here as well. You can see Inco up in the mini map, just coming in from that northeast side. Look at Inco. They're trying to come up and in as well. Oh, Calicar. No. So now Dark Esports is just down to Naomi. And Naomi, you've got Inco across the way. Don't get up on that bridge. And now Just Rushers are also right on over here. And New Era. So we've got all these teams right over here as well. Inco McGrellin has been knocked up into the forest. And now, let's see, what is 6x9 doing? I think 6x9 is the sole survivor coming right up and in. He does get that knock over onto Ying. Oh, and he gets finished off. So now it is Naomi. Oh no, we do have New Era there, still over there. Let's see who's still up. Wales. Wales is going to be able to get everybody picked back up. So let's get back over to this map and find out what else is happening. Alright, so we still have the Wolves coming right on through. Wancho just found Rich Esports. Wancho is up to 3 eliminations, and we still have Heaven up towards that church area and coming to around this north side of Pachinki. And so we got Cat God, Enzo, and Yeezy. So let's see, there's Yeezy. Yeezy trying to get those eyes across onto Wancho and Baton. Let me see. I think right now we do have the Fireflies coming in by Bruno's and as well into Yasnaya. We still have, let's see, we still have Naomi up on this roof watching the world go by. Let's see. And all a New Era right there, and it does look like Inco may be pulling away from that. These are the 2 fights that I see going on right now. So I don't know if the Wolves know that they do have Heavens all right around them. But if they come in that car, ooh, oh no, oh, my anxiety, no, they're gonna drive right on past Yeezy, all 4 of them in that vehicle, and Yeezy, Yeezy, are you gonna take those shots? He don't take those shots, guys. I just felt it. I felt that that was gonna happen. So now let's see. We did lose Crow, and now here comes the push. But it is Baton and Coops. Wancho was knocked. Crow was eliminated, but we got Baton right over here. Jeezy is coming up, and where is Coops? It looks like Coops is up on top, while Baton is gonna go ahead and try to get Wancho picked back up. And here comes Heaven Esports. Heaven Esports coming right up and around this. Right into it is Cat God versus Coops. Oh, Coops taking Cat God down with one shot. Oh no! And Enzo taking out Coops and thirsting Coops. So now Baton is coming up and around right on this edge. He's got Enzo right in front of him. Cat God is inside. Yeezy across the way. Oh no! I felt this bad. And so now let's see what else is happening with, I think, Cat God is back up. Yes, he is back up. He does get that res off. And now Wancho is back up onto his feet. Baton with that jump shot right through the window. Oh, and he does find Enzo. Cat God is still down to 5 HP. Let's get on over to Yeezy. No, I think we're going to have to stay here for just a second. Baton down to about 5 HP. And Wancho is coming up and around this backside. Let's see what's going on with Wancho coming in onto Yeezy. Yeezy throwing all those smokes, trying to get those sight lines from the Wolves off of his team, but and Baton is still down to 5 HP. Look at this, Yeezy waiting for Baton to peek his head around, but Baton down to 5 HP. Don't peek that corner. Oh, and he finds Baton. So now it is Wancho versus. Oh, Wancho is not happy, but Wancho is up to 4 eliminations. All right, we got another chaos going on over here. Let's go on over to Legacy in control and the 4 sexy frogs. Let's check in on what's happening with the 4 sexy frogs. We do have them coming by with the drive-by trying to, I think they may be able to get Chino picked back up, and I think Legacy in control, they are gone. So what is happening with the Fireflies now? The Fireflies up here with Inco Gaming. Inco Gaming down to just a duo now. We lost McGrellin. They only came in as a trio. So now here comes Matrix up and around that back edge. And Gary with that S12 getting that knock. Let me see if I can slide in just a little bit without losing any of the players. And Gary's still trying to get those knocks, but then Gary does get taken down, and Brunozen. Brunozen, he is the solo player coming out of Yasnaya, but Inco Gaming up to 5 eliminations. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there, and we'll see where we're going next. You guys can check in on where your teams are. And I feel like the duo from the Wolves are getting set up on now by Rival 6, and our zone pops, and it's going over from school to the northern side of Military Base Island. And I'm not sure, let's see. We do have Dark Esports. Naomi is right over here in Yasnaya, right across the street from Inco Gaming, from Brunozen. So now we do have two solos from still in Yasnaya. They both have to rotate down and out. Now it looks like Wancho and Baton headed over towards the school area. They're not going to find anybody on that northern side, but I do see that Nucleotide is going to run into trouble with Exo Elites coming out of South George. So Exo Elites are right behind Raghava. I'm not sure how to say his name, guys. You already know this. Alright, so look at the wall of Rival 6 coming straight towards Four Kings Region Esports. So I think we might have an issue over here as well. Four Kings Region Esports going over to the West Farm area, but they do have Rival 6 right behind it. Oh, the Wolves came right up and in right over here on top of New Era. They're goes Baton, and Wancho is straight across. Wancho trying to get those shots right through into the window. So that's where the duo from the Wolves, they are in first place. Let's see, I think. Oh, and Brunosen from Inco Gaming are also coming up right behind the Wolves. And they, oh, Brunosen did the Wolves even see him go driving right on past him? Look at Brunosen. He is right over here next to the Wolves, next to New Era. So now let's see. Most of these teams are getting closer to each other right now, so we might have several fights breaking out all at once because we are closing the gap between all these teams, and we're in stage 2. So I hope you guys can figure out where your teams are. You guys are being really, really quiet tonight. I don't know if you guys are holding your breath like I am, hoping that we can just make it through this last match. Ooh, the anxiety. I'm telling you guys, the anxiety is crazy. Oh, look at Wancho seat swapping, trying to get... Oh, and here they come right up into Rival 6. So now they do... Brunosen came right up and in and gets a knock over here onto Skur. Where is Brunosen? I think... Is he gone? I did miss that. But here comes Rival 6. Rival 6 coming right up and around right behind. We got the sleepy one trying to get those shots across onto Baton. And watch out, Baton down to about half health. And so now let's see, can Baton get on out of there? Baton down to about half health, but he is fine. Wancho down to about 3/4. Geo, money. Baton right through all the trees with just a perfect shot right across. Alright, let's see. I think we lost Bruno. I no longer see him. Wancho does get knocked, so now it's just up to Baton. But Shu Young has all 4 of them from Exo Elites coming right up behind him. So Shu Young right here in front. Look at this. All 4 of them from the Exo Elites are trying to get the seat swaps onto Shu Young. Shu Young just barely able to get out of that just in time. So now let's see what's going on with the... Oh, he's got that smoke up for his vehicle. And I thought Baton was taking those shots straight across. And look at this. The sleepy one. Shiny trying to come on down, trying to get that elimination over onto Wancho. And look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to drive across Wancho. He does get the elimination. But now Baton trying to get those shots over onto Shiny. Shiny's able to get out of there. And look at this. The Exo Elites. We've got a couple of knocked over here. So now we are on the eastern side of Potato Hill, where all the chaos broke loose, and it does look like they are all starting to separate out just a little bit. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there so you guys can check in on what's going on. Let me check in on Baton. Did we just lose Baton? I think we just lost Baton. The Wolves are out. Alright, so now let's see what's going on with the 4 sexy frogs with the XO Elites. The XO Elites found problem, but now we're down to Baby Koi and Tiger. Look at this, coming right on through the middle of Rival 6. And who is the pink team right up there? New Era. New Era is right on over there as well. So let's see what's going on. We do have the 4 sexy frogs in a crazy split. We have Chino in the north side of zone, and then we got Joy Boy all the way down towards that south side. Look at this. He's all the way down over there. And we do have the Latin Kings all the way down in the shark fin. So now, oh no, Chino gets found by Skur. So now Joy Boy is the last one still standing over at the farm area, and oh, all 4 of them. Ooh, so Rival 6 finished off the Exo Elites over there. No, we still have a duo from the Exo Elites. Tiger's trying to get away. Tiger has all of Rival 6 right on him. Look at this, Rival 6, both of them just chasing him down. Shu Young, I see Shu Young right there behind him, and they're still chasing down Tiger, oh, tried to seat swap to take those shots, but they get found. And so now Rival 6 up to 4 eliminations. And we still have, how many teams do we have? 7 teams still in this. So now we are getting all down towards this water's edge, even though we shouldn't statistically end up on the military base island. They are not giving up this coastal land. So we do have Rival 6 up here. We still have Nucleotide all the way up in the school. I just noticed all the way up there in the school is Nucleotide. Alright, let's go on over to Balas, because I feel like Balas are going to be the last ones to get into the fight. There's nobody over on this east side, so I'm just going to kind of put that down there so you guys can watch how they come out of that school area. And now Balas is right across the street from New Era. So let's see what's going on with New Era. Let me check in on Skir with the slur with the SLR. Alright, so let's see. Look at this, trying to, ooh, he got some damage. Did you see that little damage marker? Let's see, are you gonna keep poking your head up there? You take another peek, look at this. He's getting some damage going. And Nucleotide is coming down. It looks like they're gonna wrap around the western side of Potato Hill. But we do have Rival 6, and it feels like Rival 6 is waiting for Nucleotide to enter the zone. Come on in. Let's check in out Luca. Ooh. Did he see your head running by that window? We're not too far away from the Latin Kings. The Latin Kings are right there in the shark fin. And they are taking shots right across the street onto the Latin Kings. Or onto the Balas Reborn. Let's not forget that we forgot it is Balas Reborn, not Balas Esports. So, let's see. I still feel the fight between Rival 6 and Nucleotide. I feel like Rival 6 waiting out Nucleotide from coming on out. So let me check in on Chiny. Chiny's going to be able to see Nucleotide pretty soon, I feel. Maybe not. He just saw 4 Sexy Frogs Joy Boy driving right there in front of him. And Shu Young's coming right up and in along all these teams as well. He does have Joy Boy taking those shots at him. It's Joy Boy right here, number 1. And look at this, the rest of his team is headed right over to New Era, and now Shu Young is headed right over here to the Balas Esports, and he pulls right up and into Balas. Balas are already in here. Shu Young, no. So now we are just down to only S right here with all of them from Balas, but they are also getting shot at from New Era and the Latin Kings. So there goes Rival 6 going out in 7th. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in. Nucleotide is now having some issues right on over here with the 4 Kings Region Esports. Look at this. Ragaba trying to come right up and with the nades by Ranchu. Oh no, Ranchu gets knocked by Nucleotide. Ninja up on top of that hilltop. So now we should be able to get him picked back up. Where is Vodka? Vodka's all the way at the back. He was paying attention to the other side. And so now we do have the Sang. I have no idea. 8 hurts right on over here. Ranchu gets knocked. So now let's see what Vodka can do. And there they go. Vodka pulling on back. And now let's see. Nucleotide Ninja up to 2 eliminations from this off angle. Joy Boy is still right here on this edge watching all this chaos going off. And we still have 6 teams in this. We still have New Era in zone, Balas Reborn in zone, the Latin Kings down in the Shark Fin in zone, Joy Boy in zone, and the 4 Kings Region Esports and Nucleotide are outside of zone. I'm not sure. Do they know that you're in here? We got all sorts of Nucleotide coming up and around your house. I feel like they're getting ready to come on in. but I don't see them. It looks like they're headed to zone at this point. We are in stage 5. Oh, look at that, Joy Boy from across the way. But now here comes Josh pulling right up and in on top of the Four Kings Region Esports. And look at this, he gets found by the Four Kings Region Esports. 8 Hertz found him. So now let's go back to the map and see where everyone is. We're still going down to the shark fin. So the Latin Kings and Joy Boy. Joy Boy is right on the edge of zone, but Latin Kings are the only team in zone. Let's see. What are you doing over here? Oh, you got the ninja across the way. That's what you were pointing at. Ninja over here trying to just get all healed up, but here comes the Four Kings Region Esports as well. It is 8 Hertz coming right up on top of Joy Boy and Ninja. Ninja is also right on over here. So Spidey, how you doing? Hey LAG sup. Hi Spidey. We are just minutes away from the Wheel of Names, Spidey. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Right now I can put the map up. I think this is a good time for you guys to check in on where your teams are. You can see that they're really close to each other. Wales just got to knock over onto Bala's Esports. As Bala's Esports does have to move on out and look at 8 Hertz. He is really trying to figure out where Ninja is, and Ninja is Ninja knows that Joy Boy and the Four Kings Region Esports are right on over there. I just heard a nade. It sounded like it went off behind him, and that must have been 8 Hertz trying to get those shots, trying to get that nade right on top of him. And I'm not sure where Ninja's gonna go. I guess he's headed right over to this shack. So it is the shack hopping. Joy Boy getting that nade ready right as 8 Hertz is getting ready to come up and around. Oh, he just saw 8 Hertz. Look at that. He could see him right there behind that rock right in front of him. So Joy Boy trying to hold him back. Oh, the molly right up and over. So now he does have vodka right there in front of him and 8 Hertz right across the way. It is a 1v2 and Joy Boy gets found by 8 Hertz. But there now Bala's trying to gatekeep New Era from coming across that road. But let's check in on, see if we can get a sky view. I think we're still too far out right now to be able to see really where everyone is. We do have the Latin Kings down here in the shark fin. We got Ninja across the way, Four Kings Region Esports, New Era, and the Balas Reborn. I think you guys can kind of see where they all are. And let me go ahead and put this right up here so it gives you a better idea of where they are. Let me get on over to 8 Hertz. Watch him as he's got New Era right across the street. New Era is getting gate kept from zone by both the Four Kings Region Esports and the Balas Reborn, because the Balas Reborn are on the opposite side of this zone from 8 Hertz, and we do have several solos, and 8 Hertz is up to 4 eliminations. Let's check the scores. We do have 3. We've got 2 solos now. We still have Ninja from Nucleotide as well. And look at this. We got the Balas trying to pull right up and in. And Ninja finishing him off. And now Luca knows where Ninja is. And now it looks like Nucleotide is pulling up over on, or not Nucleotide. We've got New Era pulling up onto Ninja right on over here. Here comes Skir coming out and around, and he does get a knock onto Skir, but now the rest of them and Balas are coming right up and in as well. So now let's see. Wales is the last one, and there goes Wales. So now we just lost 2 teams right on over here. We lost New Era and the Balas Esports, and we do have a solo from the Four Kings Region Esports. Now he is gone. So now it is just Ninja versus all 4 of them from the Latin Kings. And the Latin Kings are pulling up, and we still have QZ. Look at this. QZ coming out and around in the hovercraft. Is he going to jump on out and try to get those shots as he comes around again? And oh, and Spidey was able to find him All right, let me get the iPad off of there. There we go. Coming in first, the Latin Kings NA with 4 eliminations. Coming in second, Nucleotide Esports with 4 eliminations. And the 4 Kings Region Esports also with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. New era Wales. 6 eliminations, 912 damage. And with that, we will be right back with the Wheel of Names and the final unofficial live scores for the final matches of the XO Esports elimination stage. I will be right back. Claus driving right on through. Hot Tin all by himself. Axe Force just got a knock. Let's see what happened over there. It was with Manic Hod. Hod drove right up and in onto Valak right here, and we do have X Force all right up in this area, and right across the bridge from Vortex. Vortex is on the other side, trying to get those angles over onto 24K. Does get quite a bit of damage onto him. Let's see. That was mostly headshots too. Look at his helmet. Alright guys, let's see what else is happening. I think right now everybody's just getting into their positions. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can check in on where your teams are and where they are rotating. We do have, let's see, You Know Me from Third Eye. Third Eye is getting pretty close over here to Team Control Star. I did see them not too far off in the distance, and I do see them coming right towards him, so we'll stay here for just a second. The little tut-tut. Oh, he's right up on that ridgeline, and look at this, he's watching that ridgeline. He saw Team Control Star right behind him, but it doesn't look like Team Control Star coming down into this compound. And he's got his little horse. Oh, they are! Here they come! So You Know Me now. Getting pulled up on by Team Control Star. Ooh, Forever driving right into Adam. Oh, he had that 3 times on his M4. Now let's see. Looks like the rest of Team Control Star moving in, but Third Eye taking over the top of this as they're taking those shots straight on down, and You Know Me was able to get out of that, but the Vikings came up and around, and they were able to get the knock over onto Cool Joe. So now, let's see. Where are the Vikings? I see them now. They're all up in that ridgeline right across from them. Let's see what else is going on. Almost there. May end up onto the 4 rogue men over by the quarry. And Dauntless is going to come right on through the villains. Oh, that could be nasty over on that Camp Alpha bridge. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wheel of Names. Hello Fresno. Thank you everyone so much for the support. We also have the final unofficial scores of tonight, but first, the Wheel of Names. Shout out to XO Esports and Crucial for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway, and congratulations to Regalto0396. There you go. Congratulations. All you have to do is get over to the XO Esports Discord server, open a ticket, tell them that you won tonight's UC giveaway, give them your user ID, and they will dump some UC into your account. GG's, congratulations. Alright, so are you guys ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves with 52 total points. Rival 6 at 35. The 4 Sexy Frogs at 30. So there are your unofficial live scores for tonight's final matches of the elimination stage, the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting XO Esports and me. We both truly appreciate you. You are why we do all this. Have a great night. Stay safe, and I will see you in the playoffs. Have a great night. Good night, guys.